And behind the scenes, I've been in this place for the last 5 years. What's going on YouTube, it's Jason, and today I have something very exciting to announce. At the end of September, I will be competing in my first bodybuilding show. Yes, my first bodybuilding show. Now, I've been around the industry for a while. I've even prepped clients for competition, but I've never really had a go at it myself. And the main reason for that is because I always hated the idea of pushing myself naturally and having other people who have taken shortcuts take steroids and be bigger and leaner than me, and essentially I can do nothing about it. Now, you might ask, why didn't you have a go at natural bodybuilding? But the reality is they're not as prestigious and they don't have the same caliber of athletes. So what changed? Well, I've been thinking about this for a long time. Since COVID, I had a lot of time to think, and really there are three main reasons why I'm doing this. The first is curiosity. As I said, I've been around the industry for a while. Even when I was young, I remember looking up to bodybuilders like Frank Zane and Arnold Schwarzenegger, not knowing they're on steroids, but I still admired their physiques. And so I started training almost 20 years ago to build a leaner and more aesthetic physique, and this feels like a natural conclusion. The second reason, and to be honest, probably the main reason I'm competing, is to inspire people. I see so many people on social media underestimate how much you can achieve naturally. Like, I see it all the time. Anyone who has a decent physique on social media gets accused of steroid use. And the funny thing is the people that are making the accusations, when you click on their profiles, at best they have average physiques, but most of the time they have below average physiques. And the thing is, as a coach that's worked with many clients, I can say that very few people push their body to its natural limits. Like most people, in terms of training, recovery and nutrition, aren't even touching the sides, yet they want all the results that comes with hard work. So as a result, most people have no clue how much they can actually achieve when they push their bodies to the natural limit. And so really, that's what I wanted to do. Walk the walk and hopefully inspire more people to really squeeze the lemon out of their own physiques naturally. And the final reason is complacency. Now, I've been training for around 2 decades, and probably for the first, I'm going to say 8 to 10 years, I was really pushing myself. But after the decade mark, my gains really started to slow down, as happens with most people naturally once you've kind of done your first 5 years of proper training. And I was seeing minimal progress, and to be honest, I was just going through the motions. One of the things that's kept me motivated through my training journey is this idea of constant self-improvement, always being better year after year. But when you've built a decent physique and the progress you're seeing is literally negligible year upon year, you kind of just go through this stage of maintenance. And behind the scenes, I've been in this place for the last 5 years, just going through the motions. Now, it's interesting, those that know me and those who follow me on social media probably wouldn't have picked this up. They'd see my physique, I'd post something under good lighting with a good pump, and they'd be like, oh, you look amazing and you're still progressing, your body looks sick. But I know myself that in terms of muscle mass and strength, I literally have been the same for the past probably 6 or 7 years. And so really, to break that complacency and push into new areas of growth and strength, I wanted to challenge myself. And what better way to do this than going through bodybuilding prep and getting the most shredded I have ever been. Also, side note, some of you may have remembered I booked a DEXA scan back in April to measure my body fat and see my current level of muscle mass. I've booked 3 more between now and next April to really push my body over this year and see where I end up. So yeah, this is going to be the ultimate test and probably up there with the hardest things I've ever done, because this is a non-tested bodybuilding competition, which means inevitably I'm going to come up against steroid users. But do you know what? I've been to bodybuilding competitions in the past, and I've seen the people that have won, and I've seen those who have won on social media, and to be honest, some of the people that are enhanced, their physiques aren't that great. I'm looking at them like, could I beat you if I was on stage? Who knows? And I just think that curiosity and confidence makes me think, do you know what? I can't compete maybe on a size level, but the category I'm going into is men's physique. And actually, if I can be conditioned enough on the day and I can pose well and have that decent stage presence, who knows what could happen? I mean, the way I see it, I have nothing to lose. It's my first show. I'm going to be competing naturally against probably enhanced competition. What's the worst that could happen? Now normally, bodybuilders leave at least 16 weeks to get ready for a competition because you are trying to get mind-blowingly lean. But I've only left 7 weeks from today, so I really do need to get to work. Even though I haven't left myself loads of time, I stay relatively lean year round, so I'm hoping by putting my foot on the gas, 7 weeks should be fine. So we are ready to rock. I've booked the show, I've designed my game plan, I've had my first call with my posing coach. Now it's time to do the work. So what I'm going to do is take you on the journey with me and do a little prep series. Every single week, one of the videos I'm going to release is going to be specifically about prep, so you can see how I'm getting on. Training, nutrition, supplements, all of it, so you can see the highs and lows for yourself. Final couple of things as an FYI, I'm going to be competing in the men's physique category, so this is a much smaller category than bodybuilding. I need to actually give myself a chance. And so that means that I won't be wearing that thong on stage. Instead, I'm going to be wearing shorts. And the second thing is that this competition is only a qualifier. And if you go through, you actually go through to the Ryan Terry Classic, which is the big competition in October where you can actually win a pro card. Now, to be honest, the motivation for doing this wasn't a pro card. I only wanted to do one competition to see how far I could push myself. But let's see what happens in 7 weeks' time. If I get through that qualifier, I want to go through to the main event. And when you're in the mix, anything can happen. So yeah, let's do this. I've got a lot of work to do. Tunnel vision, monk mode. Hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like it. Comment below for the algorithm. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.